Education. Now, our nation really values higher education. We continually stress more learning. But what if that process is anti-God? As Christians, should we be more discerning? Now, we assume that when they go off to college, that more productive citizens that they're going to make. But what if they're learning to make bombs to blow us up? Then we're putting their lives at stake. Now, of course, they're not at college learning to make bombs, but what they're learning can be just as destructive because they're teaching that there is no God. And for our nation's well-being, that is not constructive. And see, much of what's taught about our nation's history is nothing more than just a lie, because they're teaching our founding fathers didn't even believe in God. They know if they teach it long enough, the truth will die. But half of the signers of the Declaration held seminary degrees. But they're not teaching that in their class. And if a student writes a paper uplifting God, that's going to be difficult to pass. Now, more education is highly valued. I mean, I want my doctor to be the smartest of all. When I think I'm dying, or even if I smash my toe, and I have to stop and give him a call. But now, if we're going to get our kids prepared for college, we must be sure that they're on solid ground so that they can recognize the lies of the world. Our kids' foundation must be sound. Of course, we know the Bible is our source of truth. We need to learn it from cover to cover. Because as you learn the true heart of God, you can't help but to become a God lover. But now, it takes time to develop any relationship. To build a strong bond can take years. As we truly learn the heart of God, as we walk with Him through good times and the tears. But we must begin with our children very early. We can't just depend upon Sunday school, but we need to be teaching them the Bible stories, and at home be living the golden rule. Say Deuteronomy chapter 6, starting with verse 6. These words shall be in thine heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children. And at an early age you are to start. You are to talk about them when you're sitting in your house, and when you walk along the way, when you lie down and when you rise up. You're to be talking about them every day. And they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. Bind them for a sign upon your hand. Write them on the post of your houses and on your gates throughout the land. Are we beginning to get the message here? I mean, we're to teach them from morning until night and be an example with our praise and thanksgiving until God is their main delight. But if we don't get our children prepared for the world, they won't be able to discern between lies and good. Then we will have failed at our most important task, to teach God's ways as we should. See, God holds us accountable for what our kids are learning. Our job is to get them prepared and to teach them to put on the full armor of God. Because if we don't, it's most certain they'll become ensnared. So remember, the most important part of their education is to teach them to love God with their whole heart and soul, and to learn their true identity in Christ, then you'll have completed your most important role.